I've spent so much money on arts and craft supplies, and some don't even get used. But one of my resolutions for 2021 was to use what I have and buy less art supplies. As we're approaching 2022, I'm proud to say that I used a lot more products from my stash, and I bought way less than previous years. But even this year, there was a few things that I thought I would use and I wish I didn't buy. And a few things I'm so glad I did. And I'm sharing the products along with these helpful tips that I will use next year to narrow it down even more. One of the products I bought was the scrapbook.com Magic Mat, as it was all the hype. And even though it's a great product, I've used it maybe once. So I wish I hadn't bought it because I'm not using my die cutting machines as much anymore. I have a lot of arthritic pain in my hands and little strength to use a manual die cutting machine. That's why I actually got a Cricut machine instead, and it has made a huge difference on my hands. And although it's expensive at first, I know it saves me a lot more money in the long run because I bought no dies this year at all. I can't tell you how often I've ruined a page in my art journal or a card background with other mediums. That's why I'm so glad I bought Distress Micro Glaze this year. It's the best product ever, and although it's not new from this year, it was new to me. It was a game changer for protecting my art journal pages and backgrounds, preventing them from sticking to each other. I rediscovered Black India ink after not using it for many years, and since I love the effect so much, I thought I wanted to use other colors, so I bought the full set. However, so far I've only used black, white, and gold, and I should have known that those are the colors I will probably use the most, and that I could have just bought them individually. I know I love sprays and inks, so I was happy to invest in the Holtz Distress line because I use them a lot. I love both the Distress and Distress Oxide products, and even fell in love with the mica sprays as I love shimmer. And I wish I would have bought the Christmas colors before they sold out. On the other hand, I'm not sure what was I thinking about buying the Holtz Halloween glitter set. I don't even make Halloween projects. I love texture, so the grid set is cool, although I still haven't used it, but I put it on my desk to remind me to reach out for it, so it doesn't become another lost item on my shelf. But I don't know why I bought the glitter set. I actually thought it was glitter paste, which would have been cool, but glitter? I don't need any more glitter. I have so much of it from previous years. So note to self, read the labels before buying. I got some Reinkers as part of the bundle for certain distress colors this year, as buying the bundle was cheaper. But I could live without them, as I have never used them. I do have friends who swear by them, so if you use them, then it's a bonus to buy the bundle. But me, nah. Investing this year in organizational products was a game changer. I felt like I was investing in my sanity. I bought binders to reorganize my stencils and proper containers for my sprays and inks. I bought the tins that actually sold for the Distress products, which were previously sitting in a dollar store container. And it made such a difference when trying to find the right color. They are definitely more expensive, and I'm grateful that I was able to save up and invest in those containers. The next product I bought, I actually thought I knew what it was for. It's called a Baren, and I thought it would help me press paper onto my gel plate, as it's harder for me because of my joint pain. But I don't think that's what it's used for, and it's been sitting on my desk waiting to be used, as I haven't had the time to research how to use it. If any of you know, please leave me a comment below. But truthfully, I wish I would have researched first before buying. Sometimes you have to experiment, even if you don't know what the outcome will be. Like I did with rice paper. I bought plain rice paper this year for monoprinting, and let's just say I fell in love with the versatility of it. I bought a large pad and I've almost used all of it. It's so much easier to use than paper because it's thinner and sturdy, and then you can collage with it. And I created so many projects with my prints. These products I'm a little biased toward, because I designed them. But I wouldn't design something unless I know I would use often, because it's so important for me to get my money's worth. And if you have them or want to buy them, then here is a list of video tutorials with a ton of ideas so you can also feel you get your money's worth.